Game Hydro. Have more fun. Hey, it's Game Hydro. Today we're talking about Marvel Mystic Mayhem. We're going to give you the absolute best player's guide, tips, tricks, strategies, cheats, redeem codes, and all that. We got nothing but killer information, no filler. So here we go. Hope you enjoy. Rerolling is the first thing we're going to talk about here. We're going to talk about how to re-roll for better spins in the Dreamweaver and what exactly you should be going for if you're trying to optimize your team for the best metas. All right, so re-rolling is pretty easy. All you gotta do is get to the point where you can tap things by yourself. Go to this big old menu up here, the hamburger menu, and bottom right corner you'll see the button to log out and return to the login screen. You're gonna hit yes. Now you're back at the login screen. Same button. Exit the game. No. No. Yes. You are going to hit the button that says account deletion, and you're going to delete your account, restart the game from brand new, and go through the tutorial again until you hit the point where you can spin from the Dreamweaver. Now, the characters that you most want to try to get from the Dreamweaver are Thor, Juggernaut, Emma Frost, and Doctor Strange. These are the highest tier characters in the game. These are the characters that are the most powerful and the most used by top players in the game as of the release of this game, or at least the global release of this game. It's been out in limited release for quite a while before this, but as you know, the metas are always being updated, and that is the current meta. So those are the characters that you want to spin for if that is what is important to you. The team level is one of the most common snags that you run across in this game, because you need to have a higher team level in order to unlock more stories and in order to increase the level cap of your characters. But you're constantly running into areas where you need to get team experience and have no stories available. So, easy ways to get it. Number one, tap on the mission button up here, go to the daily missions, and complete the daily missions for some fast and easy team experience if you have not done so already. Main missions, these are also good. Well, no, those don't really get you team experience. But next, 7-day missions on the left side. The 7-day missions, you get a lot of team experience from these, as you can see. And the missions unlock on the first 7 days that you play the game, but they're available well after the 7 days. See, we got day 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. You got a whole bunch of missions still available. Plus, you can get all kinds of other good stuff, like keys for the Dreamweaver, which are highly important, various artifacts like the Shuriken, even heroes like Storm down there that you can see. So that's one way to get fast team experience. Another one is to go to the Dreamscape. Obviously, the story mode is what you want to play first, because you don't have to spend any orbs in order to play the story quests. You can see we hit a snag here. This is a common snag where we got to reach a higher team level in order to unlock the next part of the story. At the bottom left corner, switch from branch to stem. There are more stuff, more stories available there that we've unlocked. So that is also something that does not require you to spend orbs. But if you don't have another one of those unlocked, you can pretty much go to any one of these areas where you have to spend orbs in order to play. We're going to go to Battle Bonanza just as an example. And for every one orb you play, you will earn 1 team experience if you win. So because we've already 3-starred difficulty level 1 of the Battle Bonanza, we now have the option to play multiple times in one setting. So one play equals 30 orbs. The most we can do is 6, which is 180 orbs. We've got 230 right now, so we got enough to do that. And we've got combat simulator tokens to auto win battles that you have already 3-starred. So we're going to do that. 180 orbs spent to auto win. Voila, 180 team experience, as well as a whole buttload of tactic reports. Team level up to level 27. And we've got 83 orbs now. That means the most we can do is 2. Combat simulator again. Auto win, 60 experience. So that is an extremely fast way to gain experience levels. Once you get to a level that is a multiple of 5, you're going to have to do a prime battle in order to make it further. So tap on the level up here. Not there. Tap on the level up here. Team level. Scroll down to 30. And then scroll down one more, and you'll see the prime battle, the Trial of Vishanti 2. You're going to have to unlock it and move forward by, number 1, reaching level 30, and number 2, completing phase 2 of the main missions. We'll take a look at that in a second. So if your experience points go over what you need to make it to level 31, but you haven't beaten the trial yet, you'll simply stay at level 30. After you beat the trial, though, you're going to level up by how many experience points you have accumulated prior to playing the trial. So if you level all the way up, if you get enough experience points, you can actually level up by more than 1 after you beat the trial. So you can tap on the main missions right here, phase 2, to see what you have to complete. These are the main missions you got to complete in order to unlock the Trial of Vishanti 2. Scroll down, you can see what you have completed, what you have yet to complete, and what you have to do to complete them. And then finally, what rewards you can claim. Tap on any of these boxes to see what the item is that you can claim, as well as where to get it. For example, the Iodium ore, you can get it at the treasure hunt, from a utility pack, or from crafting. Same thing for this one, as well as all the other Ascension elements. There are 2 ways to get more orbs if you run out. Well, 3 ways. Number 1, you got to wait for them to recharge. That simply takes time. The next single orb recovery, as you can see here, is in 5 minutes and 26 seconds. The full recovery, though, is in 21 hours. Yeah, it takes quite a while to do the full recovery. So you can spend your dream gems on orbs if you'd like, but there's a limited amount of exchanges that you can do. And obviously we've run out our exchanges that day. But if you are leveling up, then, and if you're focusing on leveling up so you can unlock everything, then that's not a bad way to spend your dream gems. Another way to get more orbs, tap on this menu, go to the friends area, and your friends will send you orbs. Be sure to send them orbs also. And if you don't have that many friends within the game, tap on the Add Friends button in the bottom right corner. First, you want to accept the requests from people who have tried to add you. Then go to the Add button, add whoever you want, tap on as many people as you want until the game tells you to stop, basically. It will send you people who are currently online first so that you can send them, so you can send requests to people who will respond quickly. Hit refresh and just keep doing that. Then after you send out a whole bunch of requests, wait for a while. check your friends list, and you'll be able to, first of all, claim rewards, and then send gifts to people in order to make them more likely to send you gifts. And depending on what time you like to play this game, try to add people at the time that you normally play so that they tend to be online at the time that they normally play. That way, everybody gets more orbs, everybody has more fun. The Dreamweaver is one of your main sources for new heroes, although it's not the only source. You can earn them from star gifts in the story mode as well as others, but the Dreamweaver is where you're going to get most of them. Bottom left corner, you're going to see the details, which will show you the probabilities of getting anything you're looking for, whether it's 3-star heroes, 2-star heroes, 2-star highlights, or 1-star highlights. Over in the blue key areas, or what kind of key is it? The great key, which, by the way, you can buy great keys and shadow keys for 150 gems each. But these ones are going to have boosted drop rates for different heroes. The heroes switch out depending on the events. So hit the details button. And you can see the boosted drop rates. Spidey up here, or Spider-Man, probability out of all 3 stars is 50%. So that means if you get a 3-star hero, there's a 50% chance that it's going to be Spider-Man. And then you get boosted drop rates of other heroes in the 2-star category. But the drop rates for 3-star and 2-star heroes are the same as the other one, as well as for 2-star and 1-star highlights. Plus, you have the pity system, which is down below the name. You get 1 hero call for each summon that you do. You can exchange the hero calls for heroes or for highlights, rarer and more powerful highlights, depending on what you want to do. So, obviously, if you already have the hero or you don't care for the hero, you're going to want to do the highlight instead in order to power up the heroes that you already have. So you need 80 of these special highlights over here, and then for the shadow keys, you need 90. Tap that, you'll get a random hero if you trade in your calls. I'm sorry, it's 80. I can't read. My screen's too dark. 80 to claim a random hero or a random highlight of a high rarity, and it will be out of one of those heroes. Matter of fact, currently the random heroes are the highest, basically the highest tier out of all the 3 stars in the entire game. The ones that you most want to re-roll for anyways. So, and I'm sure the highlights are pretty much similar. So that's how you maximize your usage of the Dreamweaver. So team building is an interesting science here. Now, if you want to put together the best team, generally the best way to do it, because you can only put in 3 at a time, is to have your strongest controller, your strongest defender, and your strongest fighter or striker. They're kind of interchangeable. But with certain game modes, it'll recommend that you put multiples of one type, especially the treasure hunt modes. All right, so if you want to completely reset a character that you don't really use too much of anymore, tap that character, go to details, hit that little reload button next to the character, look to the left of Sleepwalker's name, that little reload button, reset. You'll get back all of these materials for resetting Sleepwalker. You get back the experience, the coins, the Everbloom seeds, the Sleepwalker shards, because it actually also resets his soul saga, and all the Norn stones that were used to upgrade his skills. Confirm, and he has been reset all the way back to level 1. Obviously, there's quite a few different ways to upgrade your team members. Leveling up is pretty self-explanatory. You just hit the level up button or you hit max, one of the two. When you hit a like level 10, 20, 30, you're going to have to ascend. All the ascension stuff can be found over in the treasure hunt area. The artifacts, there's actually a little bit more of a science to. You have a whole bunch of different artifacts that you can equip. And if you take a look at the stats of the different ones, some of them specialize in attack, such as the shuriken and the unstable molecules. Some of them you got defense hit points. Some of them you got hit points purely. Some of them you got attack and defense blended. So the way you want to work this is generally your fighters and your strikers should be equipping the artifacts that are that specialize in attack, because what is their job? Their job is to attack. Their job is to do a massive amount of damage. Your tanks, your defenders, like the Hulk, should be equipping the artifacts that specialize in hit points or that specialize in both hit points and defense. Reason being is that the job of your tank, your defender, is to soak up damage so that your controllers and your strikers and fighters don't have to. Now, your controllers generally have a pretty good blend of what makes the attackers good and what makes the defenders good. They're pretty well-rounded, so those are the best ones generally to give the artifacts that specialize in attack and defense and hit points, or that specialize in attack and defense or attack and hit points. Plus, each artifact has its own secondary ability, so read those on your own and figure out which ones you like the best. We'll go over highlights, soul sagas, and shards real quick. So highlights are not necessarily that different from just straight leveling up your character. You can pick a highlight, you can equip them with the highlight. Usually you'll have a bunch of choices, plus you can level up the highlight to insanely high levels. And you can also use the reload command or the reset command to drop your highlight back down to level 1 if you want. I'm not going to do that right now, but I just wanted to show you that. It's right underneath where it says overview and attributes on the right side. That's where you find the reset button. So that not only increases the stats significantly, but check out the stat difference between a level 1 and a level 27 version of the same card. Massive, right? Yes. All right. Talents, you can either choose between active skills and passive skills. Anything that has a red dot next to it, you can upgrade, just as long as you have the Norn stones to be able to do so. And the higher that you level your character, the more talents that you unlock. Let's see. Soul Saga, you need character shards, which you can pull from the Dreamweaver. By the way, you can also pull lots of highlights from the Dreamweaver. Those are extremely useful. But once you do this, you can use the shards to generate stat boosts. Let's go back up a bit to the one that we just reset a second ago, which is Sleepwalker. All right, Soul Saga. So I have enough materials to do 2 of these. Now you can either choose both paths or you can stick to one path. Just look at the stats before you decide. We're going to do both paths, one of each for him. Allies with less than 50% receive 30% more healing. That one's active. Enemies in the rejuvenation area take 12% more damage. Now that one's active. So make smart choices with the Soul Saga. However, also remember that resetting is completely free, as we showed you. You don't have to spend any orbs in order to be able to reset. Anyways, for best team building, yeah, it's best to have more than just your top 3 leveled up, because you're going to need different ones for different game modes, and different skills are more useful for different battles. So build your team wisely, put the best team out there. Gift codes are obviously a very popular free giveaway in this game, because you can get free stuff, free heroes, free dream gems, and all of that good business. So if you want to use gift codes and redeem them for free prizes, first tap on this hamburger menu, go up to the gears button, that's settings, go to community, enter the gift code, and we're going to enter the available gift code right now and see what you get. So it is going to be MMMGL, MMMGL. Now that stands for Marvel Mystic Mayhem Global, and it's just doubled. So there we go, confirm it, redeemed. And in that, we get 1,000 Mysterium coins and 1,000 tactic reports. Obviously, both of those are used to strengthen heroes. It's not a massive prize from the gift code, but it is a prize, and more gift codes are going to be added as the game continues forward. So be on the lookout for more gift codes, but this is the working gift code that is available right now.